Hey and welcome to the Daily Arsenal News Show. Let's begin with our daily news. Emile Smith Rowe received injury boost ahead of the Dubai Super Cup. Arsenal midfielder Emile Smith Rowe has received an injury boost and will be included in Mikel Arteta's Gunners squad for the Dubai Super Cup, according to a report. Smith Rowe suffered a groin injury earlier in the season against Manchester United and had surgery in September. The young English talent is not expected to return to full training in the tournament in Dubai, but it's hoped by the end of the trip that he will join the group. According to the Evening Standard, the Dubai Super Cup will take place early next month and will feature players that are not going to the World Cup. Both Arsenal and Liverpool will play AC Milan and Lyon in the tournament. Kevin Campbell has been speaking about what influence the 22-year-old could have on Arteta's side in the new year. Kevin went on to say, "We are going to need a squad. We are going to need it stronger, and we are going to need Emile Smith Rowe. Listen, he is been training. We are going to need Smith Rowe. He is going to be like a new signing. We are going to need him back and be ready to go. He is going to have a very prominent role to play." The Gunners currently top the Premier League by 5 points, and Smith Rowe's return could certainly provide added competition in Arsenal's attack. Fabrice Muamba hails Arsenal and England youngster Bukayo Saka. Fabrice Muamba has hailed Arsenal youngster Bukayo Saka ahead of England's World Cup campaign in Qatar. The young Englishman has been brilliant this season. He has scored 5 goals and provided 6 assists in all competitions, and Gareth Southgate will be hoping he can replicate the same form at the World Cup. Saka's rise to stardom over the last 3 years has been nothing short of spectacular. The now 21-year-old is already one of the best players in the Premier League, and he has the potential to become so much better in the coming months and years. Muamba, who has kept a close eye on Saka, feels the Arsenal winger has improved a lot over the last 18 months. He feels the Englishman has learned from what happened at the Euro 2020 final, which is why Mikel Arteta relies on him so much, the pundit said on his YouTube channel. Saka at Arsenal, this young man is just getting better. There are no words to describe him. He is scoring goals. His offensive contribution to Arsenal is there for everyone to see. What happened to him during the Euros, he learned from it, and he is just growing and growing in confidence. You can see why Arteta relies on him, and I am sure Arsenal will try their very best to tie him down. I hope he has a good World Cup. Saka has been called up to the England squad for the World Cup, and based on his form this season, he completely deserves to start on the right flank. The Englishman has been really good for Arsenal, but an argument can be made that he hasn't quite been at his absolute best, yet he has directly been involved in 11 goals in all competitions, which is an excellent return. Southgate also has Raheem Sterling and Phil Foden to choose from on the flanks, but it would be really unfair on Saka if he doesn't start on the right wing. England kick off their World Cup campaign against Iran on Monday. Romano surprised to see Arsenal player linked with Barcelona move. Fabrizio Romano has told Couch Offside that he was surprised to see Charlie Patino linked with Barcelona, insisting that Arsenal are very happy with his progress out on loan. Patino has been a player Gunners fans have been excited about for some time now. He has had a taste of first-team football for Mikel Arteta's men, but he has been able to take his game to another level this season. The midfielder has been out on loan with Blackpool in the Championship, and he has shown for the club, scoring twice and providing 2 assists in 15 games. Michael Appleton suggested that he is outstanding and as good as anyone he has seen when it comes to dealing with the ball, so it's hardly a shock that he is attracting admirers. In fact, Calciomercato.it reported this week that Barcelona wants the 19-year-old. Patino looks to be the most exciting talent possibly coming through at Arsenal currently, and it would appear that he is unlikely to be going anywhere on a permanent basis. Romano certainly believes that the Gunners have every intention of holding onto Patino. He suggested that Barca taking a look at him took him aback somewhat. Romano went on to say, "As we get closer to January, it's inevitable that we'll get even more transfer gossip stories than usual, and one surprising one I have seen involved Arsenal youngster Charlie Patino being a target for Barcelona. Honestly, I have no news on Patino and Barca, nothing concrete as of now. I am sure Arsenal are really happy with his progress and he is really appreciated by all the people in the club. Patino will surely be flattered by the interest from Barcelona. They remain one of the biggest clubs in the world, and being a central midfielder for the Catalan Giants carries extra significance given who came before, as well as who now manages the club. However, he has little reason to want to leave Arsenal. The Gunners are now back amongst the elite in the Premier League, and if that is a sign of what is to come, the teenager can feel that he can achieve many of his goals while representing the Gunners. Arsenal are reportedly interested in Man United youngster Alejandro Garnacho. Arsenal have reportedly been keeping tabs on Manchester United talent Alejandro Garnacho. According to 90 Minute, the Gunners are one of several big clubs interested in the 18-year-old, as well as Arsenal. The likes of Chelsea, Real Madrid, Barcelona and Bayern München are apparently eyeing Garnacho too. The Red Devils ace has caught the eye this season, becoming a regular and delivering some dazzling displays. He has made 8 senior appearances this season, registering 2 goals and 2 assists. Garnacho made a particularly big impact in United's last game before the World Cup. He came off the bench against Fulham and, in injury time, darted past 2 defenders to slot home Christian Eriksen's 1-2. Goal aside, Garnacho gave his side something extra thanks to his willingness to run at defenders and drive his team forward. Team Sherwood and Michael Owen both lauded the Argentina youth international. Admittedly, United won't want such a top talent to simply up sticks and join another team. 90 Minute have quoted sources claiming that United are confident they can tie Garnacho down to a new contract. The teenager's contract already runs until 2025, so the Red Devils are in no rush to sell, but if Arsenal were able to sign Garnacho, they'd be getting their hands on a potential future superstar. Arsenal tipped to make move for Tammy Abraham. Arsenal are claimed to be keen on a deal to bring former Chelsea striker Tammy Abraham back to the Premier League. The Gunners were believed to have been interested in the Roma star from his time in North London, with us claiming to have been in the running for his signature before he jetted off to join Jose Mourinho's side. The England forward has since scored 20 league goals since joining the Giallorossi in the summer of 2021, whilst helping his side to win the Conference League last term, but he is believed to be keen to return to his home country in the future. Tutto Mercato Web insists that we remain keen admirers of his signature, and that could well have been boosted by the striker's overlooking by Gareth Southgate for his World Cup squad, with the 25 of the 26 England squad members playing their football in the Premier League. We may have to look at bolstering our attack in January with a push for the title currently on our hands, but Abraham's lack of form in front of goal so far this season surely makes him an unlikely option. Dusan Vlahovic agent explains why he turned down Arsenal move. Dusan Vlahovic agent explained why the star turned down Arsenal for Juventus last season. The Serbian striker turned down lucrative offers from Arsenal and other Premier League sides to sign for the Italian Giants in January 2022 for 80 million euros. The 22-year-old has endured a season plagued by niggling injuries but has still contributed a respectable 7 goals and 2 assists in 15 games in all competitions. Meanwhile, Arsenal are flying high, 5 points clear at the top of the Premier League, and while striker Gabriel Jesus has performed well for Mikel Arteta's side, his lack of goals has occasionally been a source of criticism. Vlahovic agent explained why the striker snapped Arsenal for Juventus 11 months ago. Darko Ristic told La Gazzetta dello Sport, "It's true that there were many other clubs interested, but Juventus are Juventus, one of the biggest clubs in the world. It seemed like the best option from the start, and I haven't changed my mind on that." Fabrizio Romano says Arsenal target Marcus Thuram will not extend his contract. Arsenal and a bunch of other clubs have been linked with a move to sign Borussia Mönchengladbach striker Marcus Thuram in one of the next two transfer windows. Transfer guru Fabrizio Romano has now shared the latest on the French forward's future amid all the speculation surrounding his contract. Just over a week ago, reports from Italy revealed that Arsenal and Unai Emery's Aston Villa were both interested in signing Thuram from Bundesliga side Borussia Mönchengladbach. Then, earlier this week, it was reported by 90 Minutes that the Gunners, fierce North London rivals Tottenham Hotspur, are also keen to sign him in 2023. Thuram has entered the final year of his contract. He will be a free agent at the end of this season, and Romano has now revealed that the Frenchman will not extend his deal, which makes the January transfer window Gladbach lost a chance to make some money off his sale that could make him available for a bargain fee for Arsenal and other interested clubs in January. Romano told Give Me Sport. So, there are many clubs approaching his agent. From what I am told, he is not going to extend the contract, so it makes a big opportunity for many clubs in the summer. Let's see if Arsenal will decide, or any other club, to negotiate in January for a different price. Thuram has been on fire for Mönchengladbach this season. The Frenchman has scored 13 goals and provided 4 assists in all competitions so far. His amazing form has earned him a call-up to France's World Cup squad, where he will rub shoulders with the likes of Kylian Mbappe as Les Bleus aim to retain their title. If Thuram has a good World Cup, many clubs could try to lure him in as early as the January transfer window. What Mikhailo Modric said yesterday could have just paved the way for Arsenal to swoop. Arsenal have been heavily linked with Mykhaylo Mudryk in recent months. The Gunners reportedly inquired about the Shakhtar Donetsk star in the summer. However, Ed was apparently put off by Mudryk's transfer fee. Now, with the January transfer window on the horizon, speculation linking Arsenal and the 21-year-old has intensified. Modric has spoken highly of the Gunners several times, suggesting he'd like to make the move, and yesterday the Ukraine international appeared to hit out at the price tag Shakhtar have placed on him. The Athletic recently reported that Shakhtar have told the clubs that they will need to pay close to £90 million to acquire the services of the forward. Indeed, recent comments made by Director of Football Darino Serna suggest that he believes the price of their starlet forward is being determined by other transfer moves. Modric has since issued a response, speaking to Sport Arena as transcribed by Metro. Yes, I read this interview, he said. When I found out about my price, I wasn't just surprised, I was shocked. I have got a long-term contract with Shakhtar. I give all my strength and energy so that Shakhtar achieves maximum results. I really hoped that my game would bring great benefit to Shakhtar and that clubs from top European championships would be interested in me. I spoke with my agent and I know that in the summer there were several offers for me from clubs in the top European championships, but the club decided not to let me go. I took it as absolutely normal because I fully trust Shakhtar's management. You see, I treat the championship of Ukraine with all respect, but every football player has a dream to play in a top club and in a top championship. I am no exception, but I am 100% sure that they are unlikely to buy a player from the championship of Ukraine for 100 million. Seri Anatolievich says that the time will come, maybe so, but I have my opinion that for such an amount, this time will not come soon, and maybe never. After reading the interview of the director, I will not hide that I was very upset. The amount of 100 million euros puts a barrier for my transition to the top championship, which I so dreamed of. I can't say that my dream was killed, but wounded, that's for sure, but I am a professional. I am a Shakhtar player. We have a few difficult games left in the championship in which we must win, and I will do my best for that. Modric's comments could well have paved the way for Arsenal to make their move. Shakhtar's star player is clearly unhappy with his club's valuation and has made it clear publicly. This forces the club's hand somewhat. It's not much good having a key asset if he isn't happy. There is no doubt Arsenal or any other suitors would have to pay a lot, but perhaps Shakhtar may start negotiations at a lower amount. I will be uploading daily Arsenal news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.